Welcome to the Art of Procurement, the official podcast of the Catalyst Co-community. And our purpose is to enhance the impact of procurement by elevating the discussion one conversation at a time. Here at Art of Procurement, Catalysts come together every single week to share their challenges, ideas, successes and perspectives on the business of procurement. Hi there, I'm Philip Meitzen, and thank you for tuning in to the Art of Procurement today. If you're a regular listener, you'll know that we typically publish an interview every Monday. But this month, we're celebrating Take Action October. So for October only, we're publishing a 5-minute daily micropod to help you take action to elevate the influence and the impact of both yourself and your team. If you're joining us midway through this series, listen to episode 204. That will give you more details on Take Action October and the daily 5-minute podcast. I also explain the concept of a vehicle in that episode, which in my experience is the single most important factor that determines your ability to translate learnings into action. In today's Take Action podcast, I'm going to share a clip from my interview with Tim Jones. Tim is the head of sourcing at Google. And Google has a great way of thinking about stakeholder segmentation because, like most procurement groups, they only have limited resources. And so in this clip, Tim explains Google's approach to stakeholder segmentation.
Yeah, I think segmentation is a great word there. We looked at the whole range of people we were working with and running RFPs with. We looked at our spend analysis and where the big budgets were and who was spending them. Mm-hmm. And really, having looked at that, it became quite obvious that there were perhaps as few as sort of 15 people in the business who had large scopes, spent hundreds of millions of dollars, were working in areas that were strategic to the business, were relatively senior, that they had the span of control, but not so senior that they weren't involved in the day-to-day details. Right. Or unconcerned of the particular supplier that we were using. So, those people really kind of stood out when we looked at the range of stakeholders, and we really started to build a program around those individuals. We started calling them our platinum stakeholders, mm-hmm. in a little bit of a nod to kind of airline reward program. Right. And so having identified that group of 15 platinum stakeholders, we really then looked to invest time in understanding their business, understanding what was important to them, what their plans were for the months and quarters and years ahead, what kind of category knowledge we needed to support their market mm-hmm. knowledge, and really kind of centering our organization around those individuals. A little later, we grew that to a lower tier, a kind of gold tier. Some of those gold stakeholders are either in the teams of the platinum stakeholders, so sort of supporting figures to them, or they're in businesses which are a little bit smaller or a little bit less strategic to the company's aims. And we similarly look to spend some time understanding their business, mm-hmm. understanding how we can support them, what their plans are, but really try and focus most of the effort on those group of platinum stakeholders.
So for those platinum stakeholders, did you put in place formal engagement programs with them, maybe governance programs?
Yeah,
how did you look at them?
Yeah, so we looked at, first of all, having a name against them from our team. So, we had a sort of dedicated, a person who's kind of dedicated to
like
one
a lead.
Of those who would then build an engagement plan. That's kind of a formal document that they needed to present to me as a kind of a forcing function, and that really, encouraged my team to really understand those people's businesses. We asked them to create a kind of matrix of what was important to those stakeholders, of the potential services we could offer, what they value,
right,
and how we were performing against that.
Hi there, it's Phil here again. So my action item that I will challenge you on today is this. Define who are the platinum stakeholders within your portfolio of responsibility, and then do an assessment on whether you are providing them with white glove treatment. If you are not, don't look at this as negative, but as an opportunity to invest in growing these relationships. Thanks for joining me for this special Take Action October podcast from the Art of Procurement. You can check out today's question by going to artofprocurement.com/takeaction2018. If the idea of taking small actions on a regular basis is something that resonates with you, I'd love for you to check out the details of our Procurement Capability Development Program, the Catalysco platform. The Catalysco platform translates dots into lines, so taking individual pieces of learning, insight, validation, and inspiration and connecting them to coordinated strategies and actions, that's really important, that elevate your influence and your impact. The Catalysco platform helps procurement professionals all around the world become truly trusted advisors. So if that's something that you would like to check out, visit artofprocurement.com/TCP. That's artofprocurement.com/TCP. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another Take Action October daily podcast.